From Jono Gros, we're taking our journey south, so join us as we take in castles, coves and this incredible coastline.
So Jono Gros, we were there super early this morning, and although it's not the true most northern part of Britain, that was Dunnet Head and we were there in the last video, it is an iconic landmark. So as you'd expect, it is quite a commercialised area, but still worth visiting, still worth walking around. There's still some interesting information about the Pentland Firth you can see across to Orkney. Definitely worth visiting. But we've now come along to Duncansburgh Head. There's a lighthouse here and we're going to have some coffee and then we're going to take a walk along and check out some sea stacks.
We've just come a short walk from the Lighthouse car park to the Duncansburgh stacks here over my shoulder. Such spectacular sea creation here. We've just walked along the coastline. It's a bit boggy and there are some really sheer cliffs, so you do have to be careful and have the dogs on leads, but really well worth the visit.
Okay, so after the sea stacks, we've come about 5 miles down the road and there's a castle here. There's a lot of castles along this coastline and we're not going to saturate you with them, but this is one that isn't really flagged up that much and hasn't been recommended by many people. In fact, it's been recommended by nobody, but it's one we've found out. We've got a little bit of history about it. So we're going to go and check that one out. Okay, so this is Buckley Castle and we've deliberately not filmed the route to it for two reasons. Firstly, the land around here looks very unstable and it's quite precarious in places, so if you do choose to come here, you do so completely at your own risk. There's no warning signs, there's no health and safety, there's no barriers or anything like that, but it does look very dodgy. The second reason is we had to work a little hard to find this one, to do a bit of research. We'll put the name of the castle on the screen, but we'll let you do your own research and you can have your own adventure in the same way that we did.
On our way back, we came across this old building with this great barn find. So that was Buckley Castle, and here's some other castles close by.
Perched on the wild cliffs of Caithness in northern Scotland, Castle Sinclair is one of the most dramatic ruined castles in the country. Just a few miles north of Wick, this fortress dates back to the 15th century and was once home to the powerful Sinclair family. Built as both a residence and a stronghold, it saw sieges, betrayals and centuries of clan rivals. Today, its windswept ruins overlook the North Sea, a haunting reminder of Scotland's turbulent past. Leaving Castle Sinclair behind, we made our way south and stopped at the Wiggo Steps, a hidden marvel of 365 stone steps carved into this rugged cliffside. They drop dramatically to a narrow harbour where fisherwomen once hauled baskets of herring up from the sea. Okay, so we've come down the east coast a little bit. We're pretty close to the Black Isle and Invergordon and all that sort of stuff. But we've come to a spot in the woods that's the car park for Fyrish Monument. Now it's a couple of miles walk up through the woods, so we're going to get going and we'll take you along with us.
It's a bit of a cheeky walk up to this monument, only about 40 minutes, but it is most of it uphill. But once you're up here, the views are absolutely stunning. You've got 360-degree views, and you can see out to Cromarty and also where they park up the sort of unused oil rigs, I suppose is the best word for it. But yeah, definitely worth the visit.
Okay, so we've been walking in these woods north of Aviemore near Boat of Carton, and we knew about an old abandoned car in the woods, and it's quite random, a beautiful forestry, but this car is a very old Opel Olympia, I think it's called. I'll put it on the screen if I've got it wrong. Anyway, we have been searching and searching, and we've used every bit of tech we could, and we've just found it, so let's have a look. The wheels are buried in there. Watch that rusty bit, mate.
And that's a wrap on our Scottish winter adventure. Over the past 4 months, we've explored some of the most breathtaking and remote corners of Scotland. From the rugged beauty of the Isle of Arran, along the hidden coastline of Argyll and Bute, and over to the wild charm of the Isle of Mull. We've made our way through the windswept Outer Hebrides, travelling from the southern shores all the way up to the northern tip. And then we headed back to the mainland and winding through the dramatic landscapes of Assynt and Sutherland. Then it was on to the very top of mainland Britain, the northernmost point, before wrapping up this leg of the journey here in the stunning Cairngorm.
Next we're heading back to North Ayrshire and then on to Yorkshire, and we're going to get the van ready for our next big chapter. So if you're curious about where we're heading next, make sure you stay following along.
Starting our full-time van life journey in Scotland was always meant to test us, to test the van and also our setup. And honestly, I feel that we've come through it stronger, better prepared and even more excited for what lies ahead.
In our next video, we'll be sharing what we've learnt about full-time van life, what we'd change and how this whole lifestyle has made us stronger. So if you're dreaming about full-time van life or a change of lifestyle, it's an episode you're not going to want to miss.
So thanks so much for watching us and for joining us on this winter journey. If you haven't already, please check out the rest of our Scotland series and we'll pop the links below in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media just to see where we're heading to next.
And really guys, this is just the beginning of our adventures. We can't wait to take you along with us, so we'll see you on the next video. Take care.